Welcome to New Brunswick, Canada for some bonus foliage in our New England Fall Colors adventure. This is one of the most underrated spots in all of Canada to see the fall colors, and it's a great way to add a little more to your New England Fall Colors adventure. So let's go see what it's got. So the plan today is to start from Fredericton and kind of just make a big S up through northern New Brunswick. This will cover both the coast and the Appalachian Mountains. And we'll wind up in the town of Campbellton, New Brunswick at the end, which is right across the river from Quebec, because we're actually on our way up to Gaspé right now. I'm actually filming both the Fall Colors and the Gaspé series kind of concurrently, so if you notice a lot of similarities between the two, that's why. And as we go north today, you will notice a couple of things. First is that there will be less English and more French the further north you get, and also you should get better and better fall colors the further north you get as well. So we're about halfway down the Miramichi River Valley Scenic Drive, and here at the lower elevations anyways, it's still mostly green with little hints of yellow in it. There are a few patches of oranges and reds, but so if you've never traveled up in these parts before, this is true both here in New Brunswick as well as up at Gaspé. But this is probably the Atlantic salmon capital of the world, and this whole region is world famous for its smoked salmon. So if you've never had it, make sure you try it when you come up here. And just so you have it, I will give it to you in French as well if you're in the French-speaking parts of New Brunswick, because it is so good. And if you're up there, you want to ask for le saumon fumé. So we're less than 10 kilometers now from the town of Miramichi. And I had said when we got up there, we kind of make a decision, let the colors guide us as to whether we want to go the coast or the mountains. And judging by the lack of color that's down in the valley here, my guess is you're going to get the same thing out at the coast. So we're going to go up in the mountains, because driving up here anyways, both in Maine and in the southern parts of New Brunswick, there's definitely a lot more color up in the mountains. As they say, timing is everything. So we have now turned west to head up into the Appalachian Mountains to complete the second half of our kind of S shape through New Brunswick. First stop is going to be at the Mount Carleton Provincial Park, which is supposed to be spectacular as it is, and even more so during the fall colors. But yeah, this is why we come see the fall colors up here, because you can see them behind me there. And if I spin around, they're even better up on the other side of the lake there. Just look at this. Yeah, the one thing that I can't show you on the video here, and is one thing I do really love about fall, and I've experienced it with fall colors both here in Canada, back in New England, as well as places out in the western US, is there is a very distinct smell of fall. And it's hard to describe exactly what it smells like, but that smell is very strong here, and it's just heaven. But yeah, it's just stunningly beautiful here. Just absolute perfection. So if you want a reason to come to New Brunswick, get yourself here to Mount Carleton Provincial Park. So this behind me here is Inlet Brook. This is the same lake we were just at and just looking at, just a slightly different perspective. Clearly the best time to be at this spot taking pictures is first thing in the morning. So in that way the sunlight would be shining on the mountaintops over there and not directly in our face. All right, onward and upward we go. I think next up is the little hike to Williams Falls. Falls are actually close enough you can hear them from the trailhead. Oh, this is cool. They walk you right across the top of the falls. Now you walk down a little ways and you can see there's a lookout over there. So let's head down there. You can see the falls right through the trees there. Looks like a pretty nice spot. That's Williams Falls. We're gonna head back to the trailhead and start working our way on out of here. There's actually a really cool camera angle standing directly above the falls looking down at them here. And to show you just how short of a hike this is, here's a time lapse of the way out. But yeah, if you're looking to add a little extra to any New England fall colors adventure, definitely consider coming up here to New Brunswick. It's certainly lived up to its reputation as being Canada's most underrated spot to see the fall colors. We will also be filming kind of another one of these bonus foliage episodes from Quebec, and I'll link to that and all the Gaspé stuff down in the description below there. But in until then, we are headed up into Gaspé. We'll see you on our next Fall Colors adventure.